Hi, thanks for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well. We have been up and down on our roller coaster ride lately, haven't we? I've come through today. If you're new to me, I'm Leeloo Jane. I live in Australia. At the moment, I'm in North Queensland, and I'll soon be moving further south. But that's where I'm coming from. Be nice to know where you're coming from and which part of the world you're in. And we certainly are happy to focus upon wherever you are to talk about what's happening in your part of the world in more detail if you would like to and you have questions. So you can ask questions, and I can use the cards as a more of a fifth density type communication point and discussion points to bring through more distinct messages in relation to your part of the world and what's happening in your society. Just to let you know, ask questions. Otherwise, at the moment, if you don't ask questions, all I do is I work with the world as I'm receiving, and the guides come through and they tell me what they would like to share with me, and then the channelings that come through, which are more just me releasing, and they say what they want, which can come through Arcturians, Andromedans, Palladians, and the Archangels, Mother Mary, Yeshua, the big guide group, all of the Ascended Masters. They all do contribute to how they get us channels who are functioning at the moment and online to bring through messages. They all work together in tailoring these messages and contribute because they all work in a harmonious energy field. So there is no it's only this one person. They all work together and they all share their consciousness and contribute because they're in a contributionist environment of energy. They are contributionists. That's where the world they're in. They're not in a world of separatism and lack and little boxes where people don't interplay. There's no guardedness. There's contributionism. That's a great word. I've heard it before from Michael Tellinger. He uses it in his communities. It's a very good word. It's a very true and conscious perspective, and I'm getting now from the angels and guides now that is where our world is going, into contributionism. Anyway, how fascinating. It's so interesting what comes through when I start talking to you, and I'm not just me talking in my head to my guides. Ourselves, they talk to me all the time, but I am living my own life, which is a distraction, isn't it, from wonderful gems. So sharing this with you brings the gems out. It's brilliant. I love it. Thank you for being here with me. If you're watching, thank you so much, because your energy contributes to the contributionist energy field, whether we know it or not, of our energy pool, the pond of life of energy that we're in here on the earth. So I came through here today to do a reading for you, a channel message from Archangel Michael. He said he's coming through. He's going to talk and give some updates on what is relevant to us as individual human beings. Okay, so I'm going to just do that now, because if I sat down with cards and started talking, all sorts of wonderful stuff will come through, because there's a massive library of potential to come through. But right now, my tilers are coming later. I'm so excited. We got tilers out of the blue. Our tilers came. So our progress through finishing this house and moving on is revving up, and I'm so happy and grateful. So they're doing that later. So I'll do this message now and share with you what Archangel Michael has to say, and let's find out. Okay, I'm going to sit back and let him tune in, and they've been keeping me nice and clear this morning since I woke up, ready for the tuning in of the signals and the communication line. Okay. Yes, we are here. We are here already. We are here now. We are always been here. we are always ready to tune in when a beautiful and helpful channel is and a guide for the earth in the verbal transference of information has allowed himself or herself to be available for us to communicate through. We are always grateful, for we do know that this is a time of great demand and a focus, denaturing of focus. We know that your focus ability is quite denatured in the environment you are in, and that the raw energy frequencies that are coming at you are designed and of the nature of the denaturing of your ability to focus. As in, the forest is losing its leaves, so that you are not feeling the energy flowing through you quite as well. If the leaves of the trees in the forest are metaphorical, of course, that you live in are antennas of reception of nature, of Mother Earth's energy field frequency reverberating through you and vibrating with you to bring the harmonic influence and the unity field of calm and reassurance, protection, love and nurturing in her resonant. As Arcturian brothers and sisters would say, shamanic frequencies of the human resonance. They call it the shamanic resonance because it is the one through which the shamanic beings on your world have always connected to. It is the one to connect to. So we say to you now, and here I am coming as Archangel Michael, but I do not work alone and speak alone. We are a big team, as Leeloo has described already. She does not even touch the tip of the iceberg, as so to speak, as what we are and how unified we are in helping you for every step you take, every step you make, every climb you do of your mountain of evolution and ascension, your Mount Everest that you climb. We are so proud of you, and we cheer and we applaud every breakthrough that you make. Well, I hope we have not said too much too quickly, but we have much to say in a short energetic period of time of availability within the third density realm that Leeloo is functioning in at the moment. As she brings through what she can at her best, but she is in the moment of change. She is bringing change into her life, and we like to use her as an example, for she has succeeded quite nicely in recent times with some for her mind-blowing and epic shift of conscious comprehension, and we are very happy for her, for it is her achievement and is for her to feel and experience. It is not ours, it is hers, and we are so pleased for her. This is not some magical achievement set out for one individual. This is capable through the comprehension that evolves via the evolutionary path that you are on. And we say this to you, and we will use it as an example, for we are very pleased that it has worked for her. This is where karmic evolution and karmic cleansing can be your lift, your step up, your elevator, lift and shift up into and above the delusional comprehension that had you running in circles chasing your tail. This is where you are breaking through, dears. This is where we know we're talking fast. We are aware, but you are able to replay this, and you are also able to slow down your videos. We know of this, so please do not feel concerned. We must deliver what we can, for we have our times in your time, do we not? So we're respecting the time available and the joy of being able to share, we come forth. The light of evolution is coming now and bringing forward all the deep seeds from multiple lifetimes. Multiple lifetimes, dears. Multiple lifetimes of your seeds of delusion. These were emotional and mental storylines that you believed in, that you felt were unfinished, and you have carried them forward like your little filing system of things unfinished to be resolved. You have brought them through. They come through with every life. This is the nature of the third and fourth density evolutionary program, that you will bring through those and you will fix those. You will finalize those puzzles. You will work out the key codes, the keys to breaking through whatever illusion is there, and you will break it through. How masterful are humans? That is very masterful. Dear ones, you are a master. Do not be confused. You are a master of light evolution. Every single real, genuine human on the planet is a master of light evolution. You are amazing, and we want you to know that. We're not as his partner likes to say, it's a cute saying, we're not blowing wind up your ass. What a funny thing to say. That's what he says. It is hilarious. It amuses Leeloo, and we find it amusing too. It's the Australian colloquialism of how to say things, but it is funny and light. And we want you to know we are stating truths. Now, your recoil against receiving praise, we understand it is due to the complexities of emotional and mental conditioning, but relax and let go. You are amazing, and you are allowed to receive that knowledge. It is not false praise. We are not trying to feed a false ego. And you are receiving this because you will not apply it to a false ego. Therefore, you are in no danger of misapprehension from what we say. You are able, in your innocent, inner child heart, your little egg of life, your egg of true being, to accept and be grateful for yourself. So there we go. We have clarified that guilt issue that you can apply if you're not careful. You are wonderful. Now, where were we? In your light that you are in at the moment, all of those seeds of potentials that you carried forward in your little Rolodex of issues to deal with have come forward and are now coming forward. And in this life, it is the resolution life. This is the resolving resolution life, dear. Resolving resolution life. Know this. Do not bash yourself up for being so good at housekeeping, pulling out all those little dust balls, those dust bunnies from under the furniture, waiting to be cleared out. You're doing it now. Wow, wonderful. Yes, it is dirty and dusty and not that pleasant, but once you have resolved it, it will be dispensed with and not be there anymore. And that is what you're doing. So, what will come? Here's our example for you to understand what is happening with you and your potential for all these moments of conflict and difficulty and challenge. The rising emotion. You will find you come up against such issues as self-denial, self-loathing, self-appraisal to the negative, blame, and taking responsibility. You will get to the point where you feel cornered over whatever these issues are that you've got in your little Rolodex of issues to be processed and overcome, and you will find yourself cornered, and a new perspective will arise from it, where it is like, yes, so I cannot change all. What would I do with this? What would you have me do? These will come through interplay with other beings, other humans. You will find this coming. Also, you will then flip the whole agenda of those conversations and those psychological programmings and games that you've been running. You will flip them because you will suddenly go, hang on, I see the reverse here, because as we have said to you many times, the sword of truth has two blades. There are two sides to everything, and there is the side of the opposing. Now, the opposing isn't always bad. Sometimes you are stuck in the side that keeps you feeling less than. Sometimes you will be in the side that sets you free. Now you will discover the side that sets you free. You will say, there is another perspective here. We bring forward Leeloo's own personal, she does not mind us sharing this, perspective on people who have been in her life. So the people that are in your life have been in your life for an agreed purpose, to play the role for you to play out and unlock the particular problem, puzzle, scenario that you have a seed from another life to play out and work through. The people in your life have come to help you to play those roles, to help you bring it forward, to germinate it, grow it, and process it through and function it. then distribute all the energy from it in a different way, the other side of the blade of truth. So we say to you, this is what is happening in our world, your world, our world. We are here with you, helping and working, and what reverberates from you reverberates through all the densities. So we are all in this together. There is no separateness. We say this. Our own people are amongst you, helping you with your programs of release as well in an angelic living, angelic emanations. So do not feel alone at any point. You yourself may be an angelic emanation, and this is one of your functions, to run through these programs and disperse them and dispense them and release them into a reuse of energy, to see a new perspective, the other side of the blade. We say to you that the people in your life are there to help you even when they do wrong. They raise sometimes the darkest of seeds that you have continued to hang on to. You must face them and release them. You must choose the other side of the blade of truth, not the one you have been carrying. There always is another alternative, another option. And if the one you've been carrying cannot be resolved, look at the other side for the resolution. So this is where you are at. These are the things happening in personal lives right now. It can be confounding, and the people within your life will help and push you and drive you to the point of snapping the key code which kept you looking only at one side, so that you may start to look at the other. And this is the key, the door opening for you. So do not be feeling bad. Do not be feeling afraid. And when you do this breakthrough, realize how fabulously tremendous it is that you have done this. And you are doing it for yourself. No one does it for you. You do not need to be rescued. You are the rescuer. We have to say, you are the rescuer of our universal quadrant, where we need to clean and clear and lift and rise. And here you are doing the housework on the ground for us all. Though we are in a unity field, we are in the unity field. We share with you again, we are united as one unity field of multiple densities. Still, you cannot be separate, children. To us, we are all together, children of the universal great Mother, Father, the mind of light that creates the universe. So we say, allow yourself to take the joy of flipping the coin, seeing the other side, and saying, this is what I choose to think, even though it is not the current normal attitude. It is not what is socially expected. For Leeloo's situation, she realized the people in her life are the placeholders, the people who she loves, have come into her life and created the steps and the stops and the moments of growth and revising and bringing forth issues that she can deal with in her life. And they have helped her by being that. And she is allowed to love her life and love the placeholders, even if they are not currently remaining in her life in a functional, interactive way. They remain always. They will never leave her life, because they remain as energy points in the frequency ranges of everything. Looking at the world as a frequency range field, all those people are frequency holders in her life of this being, Leeloo Jane, in this time round. She will be someone else in another life, and she was someone else in a past, so-called past life. So this one, they are placeholders. She is able and free to love them. No matter what they did to her, she can love them. And she can then say, I will not wish them gone. I will not regret my life. I will not wish ill. I will be grateful. And here is where the key is. She found gratitude. And she flipped a coin. She is not guilty. She's not feeling ashamed to have things that have not worked out in her life. She's not feeling bad that they didn't work out. She's not feeling bad that trying to work out if she did something wrong or if she did right, or what they did wrong or they did right. where are the boundaries of good and bad? She's not working that out. She's just saying, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that they have been in my life. And that is her liberation point. We have said many times, and we will say it again, the answers are very simple, but you must apply them to the complicated questions. Gratitude is the key to liberation, not love. Love from the third and fourth density field is an abstraction of universal love. It is not the love you're seeking. It is a love with strings attached. It is a love with boundaries, a love with provisos. You are not in the position to love wholly, fully, without any defenses in the third and fourth density. The other person is going through so many of their own storylines, as we've described to you, that they then may twist and turn and hurt another person without realizing, not intending, because we all have our own perspective and lens on the universal being and the world we're in. All of us. No matter the density, you are unique. You remain unique. So we wish to remind you that what seems like somebody hurting you in this world is another person trying to work out their own package. They're growing their own seeds of conflict and challenge and difficulties, their own puzzles to break, their own version of what do they snap through. They may at some point, if they succeed, come to their own point of gratitude. Gratitude is the surrendering key code that lets you free from all of that karmic seeds. Gratitude, acceptance of the light of the universe overriding everything, not acceptance of suffering, acceptance of the light of the universe opening up to a beautiful future for you that is in every moment you are in a unity field that is beyond time. That's what you need to accept. And gratitude, grateful for the opportunity to be here, to experience this world, to touch the Mother Earth through this form of the third and fourth density. We come to the earth, we are on the earth, but we do not interplay with her in the same fashion that you do. It is a unique experience. This is yours. And you are fortunate. You come with cleansing, and you will come for a short time in our terms of what would be time, but you of course have had many rounds, many breaths in and out of lives. Every life you have is like a breath in and out from our term of experience and our lens of vision into the world of experience and existence. For you, it is a lifetime. Many lifetimes giving you this twisting, turning, many different experiences. It is, if you imagined all your lives played on fast forward and rushing through, that's how quick it is for us. We are not bound by this slow time lens of vision that you have. So do not fear. You are not out of time. You are not exhausted. You are just finalizing business. Your entire planet is doing so on a macro level now. We have talked in micro, in your world, your personal world. On a macro level, you are doing this along with many others in a greater unity field of the pond. How busy is it here? It is remarkably busy. This is a very busy planet right now. All is happening at once. There are so many people clearing and getting rid of and canning all those programs that they have been running. You will find, no matter what is happening now, the suggestion that the fifth G for, we're going to say gigabyte. We're going to call it a gigabyte because we don't want to sabotage the programming of the algorithms that allow you to receive these videos. The fifth gigabyte, we're going to call it, right? It's not a gigabyte, but we're calling it that. So you have a code word that allows you to connect to what we're saying, coming from the many transmission points that are everywhere in Western world particularly, may appear to be able to influence you and dampen your energy field and cause you harm. We wish to say to you, they only function through the third density range of frequencies. They do not function through higher fourth and fifth density. So in that being the case, they do tend to have a little influence in the lower fourth, which is your emotional mental state. They do not have the influence of the higher frequencies. They are very limited functioning devices, and they can only limit and function with a being such as yourself within those ranges. When you reach into gratitude, when you allow yourself to love others freely without worrying about all the protectionism required, you reach into gratitude. Be grateful. If they're not in your life, so what? They have been, and you have had those experiences. You are able to be grateful. You don't have to be grateful for people who brought nothing but harm. We understand that's too much for you to do at this point in this world, in this position. But there are others you can be grateful for. And that's okay. They don't need to be living in your back pocket, dear one. They're still connected to you. They're a part of your life story. That's what you can be grateful for, and accept and be happy. And accept yourself. You are no more guilty or innocent than anybody else. They are no more guilty or innocent. They are simply running their own programs, which can make them behave in what you might think quite irrational or bizarre or disconnected or lacking compassion fashions, and that's a part of their learning process which you can't see inside. So you don't need to judge it. You just need to give them a little compassion and understanding and room, and understand that that is what they're going through because you've gone through it yourself. That's where you are grateful. You understand at least they were with you and they helped you to open up these seeds of karma so you can be rid of them. You can't take them into higher densities, dear. They don't belong. You need to sort them out and finish. And that's what you're doing. These hours, these points of distribution of energy ranges, which are within a 5 gigabyte range. It's not a gigabyte, we remind you, it's just a name we're giving. That can only influence to a certain point. And you are capable of rising above. Do not be afraid of lower density as if it can control higher density. It can't. So all this action in the lower density cannot control the higher density. So all you need to do is allow yourself to blossom into the fullness of yourself, for you are bigger than that. Your energy field is huge. We invite you to understand that, accept that fact, and go with it. Don't be caught up in fear talk and fear analysis of all the mechanisms, the mechanical things they might do in their lower density range. Do not be afraid of robots and AIs that are lower density. Just rise above, dear. And you are empowering a higher frequency range of emanation on the planet for which the Earth is transitioning to. There is no place for lower density to dominate because the Earth is transitioning to higher density. She already is in higher density in many ways. So we say to you once again, shaman resonance, connect. Switch it on. She pumps bigger and louder than any little device distribution point of the gigabytes, so to speak. She pumps louder, more strongly, with more saturation. Connect. Your consciousness connects you. Your decision connects you. Where you focus is where your energy goes, where your mind goes, where your heart connects. You take the energy from where you focus. If you focus on this, we think of it like toys of mechanisms. If you focus upon them, that's where you will be. If you focus on the shaman resonance of the Mother Earth, you will be there. Just apply yourself where you wish to be, dear. And when you have problems, apply yourself to her frequency and let her help you come to the conclusion which will set you free, which is compassion, which is a kind of love that is free of fear and defensiveness, and is a contributionism point, and gratitude, for you have so much you can be grateful for. These set you free, and you rise like a helium balloon in the sky. Right, we are finished. We are happy to tell you this and share this with you. It is wonderful what you are doing. We support you. Call upon us and we are there. All of us. We are, as we've said, a very big consortium of beings here to help you. You may call upon us individually and you may call upon us just generally as the consortium of light. That's a good name. It's all just names, you know. You can come up with names. It's all third density labels, which are good for you to relate to. It's a passageway through which you can connect. Your intention gives the name. Your intention gives the overall picture of what that means, and then you connect. It's quite easy. Connect individually, connect as a group. That's fine. Always remember to keep it clean and clear. Spiritual hygiene is your duty for yourself, and it's your passport to a good, clean connection. Spiritual hygiene. Always declare and say you will not allow anything in your energy field that is not for your greater good and well-being. And as Leeloo likes to say, to be sure, she says, with the approval of her higher self. That's her benchmark. A very good one, we think. A very good one. So go forward, go in love without fear, and be free. We are loving you and enjoying every minute. Thank you. There you go. That was very energetic and keeping to the timetable. What is that, like half an hour? Thank you, you fabulous guides and angels, friends. Thank you. All right. Oh, well, that's all very nice, isn't it? I'll let you work with that, as that was a message for everybody who couldn't connect to this video. And thank you for liking, subscribing, commenting. If you would just say where you're from, that's very nice, or some little comment. It does help somebody else get this if you do that, and that might be useful to somebody else. So a really nice community-minded contributionism thing might be just to share this by supporting it, subscribing, liking. Give those thumbs up. They matter to the algorithms, and comment, and then someone else can get to hear what Archangel and the team, the big conglomerate of consortium. I think that's what it was, a consortium, whatever it is. The big group of helpers. They will be able to share some message through this particular little channel, and that'll be nice and helpful. All right. This is the part you can play in sharing and caring. Be a Care Bear. That reminds me of Care Bears, sorry. It's your part to play. You're not doing that to make me money and build up a business. Let's keep it real. You're just doing it because it might be useful to somebody else, and you can be helpful by promoting a little bit of a nudge, so that if someone wants to find it, they can find it. And that's about it, right? Because this isn't going to ever be a business for me. This is just us talking to each other. Okay. All right. I'm going to go. So have a wonderful and fruitful and prolifically successful time. Lots of love. Bye.